So could you please start by introducing yourself and telling me a little bit about your background?
My name is Brandon McNaughton, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Akadeum Life Sciences. A little bit about my background: I actually originally got involved in this line of work by being in the laboratory. So I was spending day in, day out doing separations with magnetic particles. And it was actually in that work and in our lab that we started to get frustrated with the limitations that exist from using that technologies. We were trying to do large volumes, large cell numbers, and it just was not possible. And we started asking questions like, are there other ways to do this? Questions like, what impact is the limitations having on downstream workflows like cell therapy?
And how, sorry, I put myself on mute by accident there. What are some of the biggest challenges in cell therapy process development right now?
Some of the biggest challenges in cell therapy right now to us is really in the access to life-saving therapies. So we believe in a world where many, if not all people, can access the miracle that cell therapy is. What keeps us from doing that, we believe, is the cost and complexity that currently exists. And those issues are rooted in the process. And steps like, how do you separate cells out of an initial sample? How do you activate them? How do you handle and process the cells? And those are huge problems right now that need to be addressed immediately in our opinion.
And how is Akadeum's vision aligned with how you're addressing those challenges?
The vision for the company is very aligned with those challenges because it's the reason we exist. We started the company not to get a technology out, but to solve real-world problems that need attention.
What about Akadeum's technology is unique in combating those challenges?
Our technology and products are very unique in combating these challenges because they use an approach that hasn't been deployed before, an approach that's scalable in volume, scalable in large cell number, a process that's gentle, and a process that lowers exhaustion among cell levels when they're activated. And the technology we use flotation. And in fact, we use tiny floating particles, we call them microbubbles, to gently float the cell that you want to the top of a sample where you can easily remove it and go downstream and do your workflow with it.
What has Akadeum developed in order to enact progress in this area?
We've developed a few different technologies and products to address these challenges. The first is a Leukopak-based isolation kit for T cells that is a very fast and high throughput technology. In some cases, we can increase throughput by up to 6 times. We've also developed an activation technology that will soon be releasing in a product. And we also have consumables and an instrument that we will have in early alpha stages at the end of the year.
Excellent, thank you. And how are you actually, talking about the deployment element now, how is Akadeum deploying its technology and products here?
Yeah, we deploy these products and technologies in 2 different ways. One is we develop Akadeum branded products that we sell directly to the market. The other is we partner with companies that are building complete systems for cell therapies. And so what that looks like is strategic partnerships where there's licensing agreements and also co-development work around specific challenges that the companies are facing in their workflows.
And are you actively partnering? And also, just as an additional question to that, what do you actually look for in a partner?
We are actively partnering right now. That's an important part of, we believe, solving the problem with other people in the industry, other companies in the industry. What we look for are companies who are very committed to solving the same problems that we care about, problems in workflow, problems in throughput, problems in just the gentleness and the handling of the cells, because that matters to us, and we believe that that's what the solution will be to some of the problems that we're seeing. So oftentimes that's strategic, large strategic companies and even smaller companies who are getting into the market as well.
This is a little bit off script, but is there anything we should be looking out for from yourself or the Akadeum team over the next 6 months to a year?
Definitely be looking out for a few products and publications that we'll be having coming out. There'll be additional leukopak separation products. There'll be activation products as well. And ultimately, we will be previewing our automated instrument at Phacilitate this year.
What is the biggest challenge, in your opinion, for cell therapy right now?
Making this life-saving therapy available for all. Because when we look at the industry as it stands right now, the cost and complexity to make these life-saving therapies will be preventative for certain disease states. And that to us is a problem that's not acceptable. It's why we get up in the morning, it's why we stay up late at night, it's why we exist at Akadeum and are deploying our technology to fix that.
What gets you what gets you personally out
Yeah.
of bed in the morning? Why cell and gene therapy?
So the reason I do what I do has everything to do with people. So for me, the most important thing about life and about business is relationships. And coming at this originally as a scientist, I felt like as scientists, we have the ability to help other people. And if we do that, what does it look like? Well, what it looks like is developing technologies and methods and processes that actually improve the world around us and help the lives of people around us. And I see no better place to do that than in cell and gene therapy. And so that's, in fact, what I'm doing as CEO at Akadeum, is leading the company to apply its technology to this space. And we're excited about that, and we see a very bright future, both in what we're doing, but what we're doing with our colleagues as well.
You referenced the future there. What do you think the future holds for this field?
I believe in a future in a world where anyone can experience the life-saving benefits of cell therapy, that we're treating viral diseases and solid tumors and doing everything that's envisioned using the technologies and work that the industry is putting in now. And I see a future where it's accessible because of the simplicity and because of the affordability. And I see that happening based on where we're going and where we're going together.